Hello students, good morning. Last time आम डिस्कस करथुले about demand function. से आम डिस्कस करथुले elasticity of demand. Elasticity of demand कहिथिली elasticity of demand रो measurement कथा डिस्कस करथुली. I think I remember last time आम डिस्कस करथुले regarding the total outlay method or total expenditure method of measuring elasticity of demand. सेटा आम आथर सारी देइथिले. तो आज आम नेक्स्ट टॉपिक को जीवा दैट इज प्राइस इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड रो अनदर मेथड ऑफ मेजरमेंट दैट इज द ज्योमेट्रिक मेथड. द ज्योमेट्रिक मेथड और द डायग्रामेटिक मेथड ऑफ measuring price elasticity of demand. Okay, now these things we already we have read in semester 1 मन अच्छे ना आम सेमिस्टर 1 रे एगुड़ा सब डिस्कस करथिले. It is just a repetition, so I think it will not be difficult for you to follow all this. So what do you mean by the geometric method of measuring elasticity of demand? Now here what you will do, you will simply draw a diagram, put the formula for measuring elasticity of demand, and accordingly you just put the values and you come to a definite conclusion as to what will be the elasticity of demand in different cases. Okay, so let us start that measurement of elasticity of demand in geometric method. Now you see here I have drawn a diagram. We know that elasticity of demand, the price elasticity of demand formula is delta Q by delta P into P by Q. Basic because I have already told you that elasticity of demand is nothing but it is the ratio of the proportionate change in quantity demanded to proportionate change in price, or you can say percentage change in quantity demanded by percentage change in price. So it is a ratio, that is delta Q by Q divided by delta P by P. तक उल्टे दिले मल्टीप्लाई हो गला सेटा have upon delta Q by delta P into P by Q. So this is the formula by which we can measure the price elasticity of demand. Now this method is also known as point method. Point method or geometric method. This is called point method because this method is applicable when the elasticity or change in elasticity of demand is very less. Firstly, when the change of demand is very less, we come to this method of measuring it, and when the demand curve is a straight line demand curve, it's not a curve one, it's a straight line demand curve. जदि demand curve टा straight line हेतिबो एवं change in demand टा बहुत छोटो हेतिबो ताहले we here measure the elasticity of demand according to geometric method, which you also called as point method, because here we measure the change in demand in a particular point on the demand curve, right? Let's say the price of the commodity was OP. Accordingly, we demanded OQ quantity of good X. When the price falls to OP1, our demand rises to OQ1. So here, initially we were at point R. So we are going to measure the elasticity of demand at point R, because that was the position of equilibrium before the price fall. So before the price fall, we were at point R on the demand curve. As a result of a little change in the price to OP1, our demand also changes. From R, we come to S. Therefore, this change of demand, which is very small, to show that we can explain this with the help of a straight line demand curve. Now here you will the formula for measuring elasticity of demand is delta Q by delta P into P by Q. Okay, now let us put the values here. So what is delta Q here? Delta Q means change in quantity demanded, delta P means change in price, P means price level, Q means demand, original demand. So delta Q by delta P into P by Q. Delta Q is here QQ1, we can write here QQ1 by delta P here is PP1, change in price PP1 into P, original price is OP, and original demand is OQ. This is equation 1. Okay. Now, in this, what we can change? Let's say, instead of QQ1 implies QQ1, instead of QQ1, what we can write? Instead of QQ1, we can write TS. So let us write TS by PP1. Instead of PP1, we can write RT into, instead of OP, you can write QR. You can write QR. OP is equal to QR, and let's say OQ is OQ. Keep it like that. This is equation 2. Now, let's come to two triangles. We have these figures TS, RT, QR, OQ. All these come in two triangles. What are the triangles? Let's say triangle RTS, and triangle, the total triangle R, Q and B. Okay, R, Q and B. In these two triangles, see here, this small triangle and the total triangle R, Q, B, this total triangle. In these two triangles, we can prove the two triangles are equal or congruent. How can you prove it? You see here, let me not write. This angle is equal to this angle. This is 90 degree. Okay. Now this angle is equal to this angle because these two are corresponding angles. What are corresponding angles? Corresponding angles means when a particular line crosses through two parallel lines, the angles, these are the external angles and the internal angles, they are equal. They are called corresponding angles. So this angle is equal to this angle. So in these two triangles, this is 90 degrees same, this is corresponding angle same, and the third angle, this third angle is common in both cases. Therefore this angle is also equal. Therefore the two triangles, this small triangle and the larger triangle, these two triangles are equal. Now when the two triangles are equal, it's obvious that the sides are also equal. The sides are equal, the angles are equal, then only the two triangles are equal. Huh? Therefore, instead of, let us come to equation 2 again. In equation 2, we wrote TS by RT into QR by OQ. Okay, this was equation 2. Let me write it again. Now what we will do? Instead of TS, when the two triangles are equal, the sides are equal. So instead of TS, what I can write? TS is equal to QB. This implies TS is equal to QB by TS by RT. RT is equal to QR. QR into QR by OQ. This is equation 3. Now in equation 3, you see, I have just replaced the same thing. I have just replaced some one side with the other side, because RT, this perpendicular of the small triangle, is equal to the total big QR, this perpendicular of the big triangle. So therefore RT is equal to RQ. I have just replaced the names. Now in equation 3, what happens? This RQ and RQ, let us cross it. Then what is remaining? QB by OQ. QB, this is QB by OQ. So QB by OQ. Now we are concerned with one point R. We are concerned with point R. But now our conclusion comes is QB by OQ. QB by OQ. We have no relationship with QB by OQ with this point. No, there is some relation. We have to draw some relationship of QB by OQ with point R. then only we can come to a conclusion, we can draw some conclusion, we can write something. So QB by OQ, there is a theorem in geometry. What is the theorem? The theorem is that in a triangle, let the total triangle AOB be one triangle. In a triangle, if a perpendicular is drawn which touches the diagonal at a point, and this is parallel to another side, then remember automatically the other sides, they are proportional with each other. अर्थात गोटे त्रिभुजर भूमि उपरे जदि गोटे लंब टणा जाए जहाँ तृतीय बाहु को पार्लाल होइथिबो एवं कर्ण को स्पर्श करथुबो, ताहले से भूमिर तार जो बेस रो साइड रो प्रपोर्शन आ कर्ण रो साइड रो प्रपोर्शन समान रहिबो। ताहले आमे जो कहले QB by OQ, ये कहाँ से समान होबो? QB by OQ, देखो हम टोटल ट्रायंगल AOB, QR होची गोटे परपेंडिकुलर, QR परपेंडिकुलर टच करछि हमर कर्ण को बा डायगोनल को एट पॉइंट R. So and this perpendicular is also parallel to this side. Therefore ये बेस रो भूमि रो जो हमर बाहु अछि QB by OQ will be equal to RB by RA. That means एठी QB जहाँ एठी RB से या, एठी QO जहाँ एठी RA से या, तामाने R proportion और R proportion समान रहिबो. So therefore elasticity of demand is, so आमे इट लिख परिबा ED is equal to RB by RA. RB by RA. देखियो केमती QB by OQ रो सहित आमे गोटे रिलेशनशिप ड्रॉ कर देले विथ पॉइंट R. तामाने एठी हमरो elasticity of demand is equal to RB by RA. That means RB कौन? ए डिमांड कर्व रो लोअर सेगमेंट. तामाने लोअर सेगमेंट by RA कौन? RA होची अपर सेगमेंट. upper segment. So RB by RA is equal to the lower segment by the upper segment. Okay. So elasticity of demand at a particular point on the demand curve is equal to, हमें जा conclusion draw कले, is equal to RB by RA बा से point रो तଳ एवं से point रो ऊपर. So RB by RA is equal to, RB is equal to the lower segment, RA is equal to the upper segment. So it is the lower segment by the upper segment which determines the elasticity of demand of a particular point in the demand curve. Now, how can you say then what is the exact elasticity of demand? Now, in a straight line demand curve, the formula is this: lower segment by upper segment. You can take any point on the demand curve and you can find out what is the elasticity of demand in the demand curve. We have 5 possible cases. और 6टा possible case नहीं, 5टा possible case ही परिवो जितने elasticity of demand कौन होगा measurement रे. We can have 5 possible cases. Let us draw another diagram and see what are the possible cases. Now, if this is the demand curve, let me say this is A, B, C, the demand curve. आमे ये डिमांड कर्व रो कौन सी गोटे पॉइंट रे जे कौन सी पॉइंट तुम नियो टू मेजर इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड, आमे आइदर ऑफ द 5 केसेस भीतर पड़िबा. मन कर आई विल टेक ए पॉइंट एट द सेंटर, जस्ट लेट्स से इट इज C. I can take any point from C to A which is above the center. Let me take another point. Let me say this is D. This is not B, this is D. And let me say this is E. So A, B, C, E, B. These are the 5 points. 5टा पॉइंट मु काहे नेली गोटे पॉइंट होची जो डिमांड कर्व y एक्सिस को टच करछि आ गोटे पॉइंट होची B पॉइंट जोठी डिमांड कर्व x एक्सिस को टच करछि गोटे पॉइंट ठीक सेंटर नै छि गोटे पॉइंट सेंटर रु B मध्य रे तळ को नै छि गोटे पॉइंट सेंटर रु ऊपर को नै छि सो 5टा पॉसिबल केसेस हे परिबो तो से कौन से 5टा पॉसिबल केसेस बनकर A को नेली ए रे केते हबो ना लोअर सेगमेंट बाय अपर सेगमेंट लोअर सेगमेंट केते एटी ए डिमांड करो लोअर सेगमेंट ना ए बी आर लोअर सेगमेंट तो पूरा लोअर सेगमेंट ए बी बाय अपर सेगमेंट किछ नाही 0 सो एनीथिंग बाय 0 हियर ईडी इज इक्वल टू इंफिनिटी असंख्यटा एनीथिंग बाय 0 इज इंफिनिटी सो इलास्टिक डिमांड एट पॉइंट ए इज इक्वल टू इंफिनिटी. Right? Now let's talk of point D. Here lower segment by upper segment, that is DB by DA. देखो the DB by DA है ताले lower segment अधिक अच्छी upper segment कम अच्छी so here elastic demand it is ED greater than 1. Let's say point C. C रे कौन हो the lower segment is CB by upper segment is CA and here lower segment is equal to upper segment so ED elastic demand is equal to 1. This is unit elastic. Now at point E it is called EP by EA or ED is कितना है less than 1 हो because it is lower segment is less upper segment is more and at point B lower segment is nothing देखो lower segment is 0 upper segment is total BA that is elastic demand is equal to 0 because 0 by anything is 0. So we have the 5 points which where we can explain what will be the elastic demand at these 5 possible points. One point which comes where the demand curve touches the y-axis, there elasticity of demand is infinity. One point where the demand curve touches the x-axis, their elastic demand is 0. At the center, lower segment, upper segment they are same, so it is ED is equal to 1 or it is unit elastic. And a point which remains above the center, then that elastic demand is more than 1, and if it lies below the center, then here ED is less than 1. So this is, you can say, perfect elastic demand. Here it is more elastic demand. Here it is unit elastic demand. Here it is less elastic demand. Here it is completely inelastic demand. Okay. So this is all about the geometric method of measuring elasticity of demand. Price elasticity of demand ro our method भी अच्छी arc method. मन को arc method होची कौन? Now where the demand curve is not a straight line, it is an arc. Arc means a part of the circle. Means the demand curve is a curve one. Arc. It is the same thing with the demand curve. Tale we measure the elastic demand according to the arc method. Okay? So सेटा बेसी important no that कहली first semester रे let us not repeat and waste time. So next time asile I shall proceed further and see what more is left in this unit. A unit को हम wind up करिबा तापर unit 3 को जिबा. Okay, so within one class or 2 classes we shall complete unit 2 and we shall come to unit 3. Right? Thank you. Have a nice day.